First of all, I refuse to answer any questions about my affair with Donald Trump. Okay, so we can't.
Well, is that Donald?
Go ahead.
Bring people through your road into this business. Like what, how did you get going?
Well, I was working at a nightclub in Boston.
Okay.
As like a local guy, stage manager, whatever. We just did everything. And, there was like 3 music clubs on the thing, and one day one of the local Boston bands kind of got big and was going on tour, and they asked me to go with them.
Which one?
It would be the Mighty Mighty Boston.
Oh yeah, oh cool. All right, a young man at this point?
Yes, this was a very long time ago.
So come on, I mean, was it a full-on apprenticeship? Are they dragging you through?
Oh no, I mean,
hey, you got to pick up that shit over there. And
I mean, it wasn't like this. It wasn't full on. I mean, we were a bus and a trailer, but there's like 8 guys in the band, and there was like 4 crew guys, and so every now and then somebody would have to like get up so somebody else could go to sleep, kind of shift them in the bus thing. But I basically took care of the drummer and hung the banner and was sort of the stage manager, even though those guys kind of just stage manage themselves.
Right.
And yeah, it was pretty cool.
Right.
We did 3 shows on the Horde tour and then straight to Australia, and I had never been there before, and I was like, huh, this is cool. I started out as a backline technician,
Okay.
so I was more of a drum, guitar, bass guy, and then touring for the Boss Tones. I ended up with this other band called Expanding Man, and I did everything. I did guitars, drums, bass. I was George Band, that guy. From there, I went straight to Eddie Money. So, working with that awesome guy.
And so you started with backline. Now I see you in Denmark, and there's like a wood shop.
Yeah.
Build a bridge between these 2 things as your career's gone on. Like, how did that happen?
Well, I was working with Britney Spears for a long time, as I was kind of like her main backline person, and then they told me I couldn't make any more money, but if I wanted to make more money, and I would have to be a carpenter. So I grew up building houses anyway, so it's kind of an easy transition, and then I ended up being a carpenter for Britney and NSYNC. My main focus of a set carpenter is you're an erection specialist is what you are, and you basically just erect a stage every day and tear it down.
Yes.
But there are little projects like hey, I need a set of stairs or whatever.
The work ethic remains the same and has to remain the same, right?
So if they see a 46-year-old man out there like working his ass off, pushing a lot of things, and you're kind of like, hey,
right,
help me out. Well, for instance, on our crew here, we have Neil, the father, and Benny, the son. And Benny's actually turns 21 on the day we leave Europe in May.
Yeah.
And you know what? Technically, I guess he would be a millennial, but his old man's out here kicking his ass, so
he's getting it.
He kind of grew up the correct way, so to say.
Someone recommended you, someone saw you working. I mean, how do you go and find people who can come and fit into this lifestyle?
Well, either it might have been somebody that I worked with on a previous tour, or I'll have lots of friends in this business, and I'll call them up, and people that I trust their opinions on, and be like, hey, what do you think about this guy? And he goes, oh, you just call them up and go, hey, I'm looking for a guy to do this. I need this kind of guy, and they're like, yeah. Oh, this guy, you'll love him. He'd be great.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who kind of got me in this business years ago, he told me, he goes, this business is, he's like, it's 10% talent and 90% personality. You can be the greatest guitar tech in the world, but if you're an asshole, nobody fucking wants to ride with you on your goddamn bus.
That's absolutely spot on.
Whereas if you can at least work hard and be taught something, and you're fun to be around, those are the type of people that you would rather have out with you than like an asshole.
Yeah.
Even though I'm kind of an asshole.
Hey, Tim, you almost sound like a man when you yell. You're fucking killing me. Get out of the way! Go that way.
It's like, what do? You wake up, wash it, kick me in the nuts. Yeah, great. It's even worse because then you know it's coming.
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing this band has had you make on a tour?
Like, they make me do weird art things more than
Really?
build things.
Such a...
Well, I draw the loadout sheet every night.
Yes.
Our little cartoon guys.
Yes.
I remember it actually years ago, then Tony D came up to me and was like, hey, how come you put the band on the sheet? And I was like, well, I don't want to get fired. And he goes, well, you might want to put them on the sheet so you'll get fired. And I was like, oh, you read these things? He's like, yeah. I was like, okie dokie. Oh, so he had his little camera set up on stage, and of course he puts it like right in front of my face. So
Yeah, the GoPro.
the GoPro, right? So I always make these little signs of him, like I love you, Fixer. I love you, Brett. And I draw them in little hearts, and I just stick them in front of the camera halfway down the show and stuff like this. You know, little fun stuff like that. Didn't I put one in your lens camp?
Yes.
I'm in the middle of my interview if you want to come join me. And he wants to sit here and not say a word. Like, what are we, like fucking panic?
In his highness.
I actually have a good Donald Trump story.
I'd start with a Donald Trump story.
When I was working for, I don't want to name names, Britney Spears, we were playing a show at the Taj Mahal, which was his casino in Atlantic City. And we got up on stage right before the show, and she went, oh my God, I forgot like my chapstick or something. So as I'm running down the hallway, Donald Trump is there, and his security guard put his hand out and just leveled me. Hey, what are you doing? I was like, I gotta get chapstick. So I got the chapstick. And one time we actually found this chick's little convertible, and they were beeping the horn at us, so we just stripped down naked and jumped in the car. I'm pretty sure we'd get arrested for that stuff these days. Yes, Brantley.